Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode today. I just wanted to talk once again about men, but specifically when it comes to crying, because for the last you know couple of centuries or so, we've all been fed this false narrative that men don't cry. You're a pussy if you cry. When actually I think the opposite is true. I think that most men are pussies because they don't cry. And let me explain like where I'm going with that. I think because men have been trained to think that just because they're men and their role as a man is to be a protector, it's to be a provider, it's to be a worker, it's to be hard, it's to be this, it's to be that, and men just don't cry. Crying is for women and for children. When we all know that that's a lie. We all know that the reason why most men get depressed, they get suicidal, they start having issues in their relationships. They're having problems with the wife, they're having problems with the girlfriend. um, you know they're they're having problems with their kids, is because they're just packing it all up. They're just storing it away deep inside of themselves, and they just won't ever let their emotions. They won't ever give themselves permission to feel these emotions out. They won't ever just let themselves be sad. They won't ever let themselves cry. And as a result of that, men get fearful. The thing that I think most of us don't really understand, and I literally just thought about this when I was working out, is that the reason why we have so much fear, especially as men, is because we're not dealing with our emotions. It's because it's because we're still banging this drum of, like, it. As a man, I have to keep it all together. I have to put on a good show. I have to put on a poker face, because I don't want anybody to see any of my weaknesses. I don't want my wife, I don't want my kids to panic, or to lose faith in me as a man if I cry. And yeah, there's some validity to that. I really don't think it's a good idea for you to just come unglued and to completely fall apart in front of your family, because your family looks up to you for support, and they look up to you as a solid rock. And so just completely coming unglued and just having a complete nervous breakdown is going to negatively impact people in your circle. I get that. But on the same breath, I'll also say that it's okay to get angry, it's okay to get upset, it's okay to get sad, and it's okay to let out a good cry. And I'm not just talking about every once in a while. I'm talking cry as often as you need to. Um, because I really think that's what really fuels the fire of fear, is not being able to, or not feeling like you're able to feel emotions out, especially sadness. Because what happens is over time, if you just let these emotions manifest and you just keep them all bottled up inside, then that can turn into fear, and that can turn into real weakness. So no, we've all been fed a line of a crock of shit. um Men aren't pussies because they cry. Men are pussies because they don't cry. And there's an ice cream truck behind me. But yeah, I mean that's really that's what really I think causes the majority of fear in men's hearts is not being able to cry, especially in front of people. And you know, I'm guilty of the same thing myself. Like I get embarrassed whenever I start, you know, crying or having a nervous breakdown in front of other people, because I want them to place their trust in me. I want them to be able to rely on me. But by the same token, you have to you got to face the music. You have to face your demons. And one of the best ways to do that is to cry, and to cry all the time. I really think that has the potential to calm any fears that you might have in your heart as a man. Because there's way too many weak, fearful men in our society, and I'm one of them. You know, we're like most men in our society are cowardly, weak. Look, we just lost a bunch of children in Texas a few weeks ago because of weak, cowardly men. And not just because of weak, cowardly men, but because of weak, cowardly men in uniform. Men that were cops. Men that were supposed to be the protectors. Men that you should have been able to, you know, you call 911 and they're there right away to come and protect you. And that's no different than just being a normal citizen. You know, if you know how to fight, or if you carry a firearm, if you're able and ready to defend and protect the most vulnerable. You know, like your wife, your girlfriend, your kids, your family members, your elderly parents. And it's because we're not able to cry, and that's wrong, and that needs to change. And I'm guilty of the same thing myself. But I would say, up until this point, I've had a really hard time with that, like being able to cry. And lately, I would say that I've been crying a little bit more than maybe I have been in my entire life. And I'm better for it, honestly. And you will be too. So if you feel sad, if you feel frustrated, if you feel like you're about ready to punch a wall, get angry, get sad, get depressed, and then let out a good cry. Because you'll be surprised how much that could really change you, how much that could really change you as a man, how much stronger that'll make you as a man if we're able to just let all the tears out. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope it helped. I hope it brought value, especially if you're a man and you're watching. Please share this with your friends and your family, especially your male friends out there. Subscribe to me on YouTube at Collectively Fearless. Follow me on Instagram at itsmatty_ice to get more daily content like this. And then go check out my sponsor, OSNAP. They're a health and wellness company. A lot of great products. Go check out their website and my link tree. So I got to get out of here, guys. Again, another long episode, but this needed I really needed to get this off my chest, because I think it's important for guys out there to hear this. So as always, guys, I will talk to you again soon, and hope you have a great rest of your day.